episode of Beers with Beers. I'm your host, Sandia. Today's guest is part of the hit band Los Spliffs. You can catch their latest album, Chemistry, anywhere you stream music. He's also the frontman of Jerusafunk. You can catch their record, J-Funk, as well, anywhere you stream music. Please welcome to the show, Chris.
Hi.
How are you doing, my friend?
Good, I'm doing great.
By the way, I love your glasses.
Thank you.
I didn't tell you that.
I like your glasses.
Thank you. I was like, I've seen those, and I'm like,
they're very cheap on Zenny.
We're not sponsored by Zenny or I Buy Direct, but anywhere you see these glasses, know that. You like beer.
I do like beer.
So except apparently sours and IPAs.
Yeah, that gives me migraines. I'm an old man.
We'll find out what this is.
I don't want to.
Cheers, man.
Hey, cheers.
Why did you drink?
I'm a flirt. That's a flirty sip.
It's like, I know, just like.
Just a little flirt.
ASMR on the So, like I said, you were part of Los Spliffs.
I am.
You guys just came out with your recent record, Chemistry.
Yeah.
How was that? How was the recording process and everything with that?
I mean, it was remarkable. Got to record in the Oracle Studios, Droom Studios. I've made several records down there, so it's always, it's my favorite place to record. It's my friend Austin.
Nice.
He, let Saul and Caleb kind of have the studio to themselves for about a month. And then me, Zach, and Connor hopped in for a couple days, laid pretty much most of the record down.
So how long was the recording process for that one?
For them, for Caleb and Saul, it took about a month, but for when Zach and Connor and I rolled in, it only took us 3 days.
Oh, nice.
To put down pretty much everything in like 2 days, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so pretty good, man.
We're pretty good. We're pretty good at what we do.
And how long have you been part of them?
Since the beginning?
Since the beginning.
Yeah.
So you're a member.
Yes. Saul was living with me and Zach when he started the band, which was, what year was that? 2019?
Okay, a couple years ago.
Yeah, just right before the pandemic hit. But we're just been there since the get-go.
And then tell me a little bit about yours, the sound. It's very Chicano inspired.
Yeah,
That's basically what it is.
I agree. I'm a white man. I grew up on the east side of Phoenix. I lived in Central and South America for a couple of years, and that's where
Colombia, right?
That was part of the trip. Yeah, and me and my partner Jesse, we were traveling for 2 years. But I was already very interested in the music. But
did living in Central America help you establish the type of music you made?
Very much so. It was also just kind of, getting out of the States, being more immersed in a culture that lived the music I was listening to. The music we all listen to in the States is maybe 100 years old, where, some music goes further back, obviously, in the influences, but as far as living in the culture of it, it's we maybe have a decade of digging in, but going to Central America, got to feel it a bit more, but especially when we got to South America, and especially Colombia, was 400-year-old music.
Yeah.
It's inseparable to their daily life. So I don't know. It's just something that was incredibly inspiring. I wanted to, learn how to play it because it's cool. It was fucking groovier than most shit I was listening to at the time.
So what were you playing, what type of music were you playing before that?
I was playing a lot of jazz. I went to school to study jazz.
Okay.
I was living with some hippies, so I was definitely in some hippie jam bands for a sec. And a lot of prog rock. I was really into prog rock for a bit. That shit just, I don't know, lived my life a little better, a little different. So it's just, I don't know, just got attached to it really quickly. My partner at the time, Jessie, she was studying a lot of Jewish music because she's a clarinetist, and we don't know, it was just finally like exploring music that wasn't so American.
Yeah.
And I don't know, and then we started traveling and found really fucking cool music that wasn't from the States. I don't know, and then just met Saul through Vox Urbana at the time. I don't know if we did a show together, but just hooked up. He joined Jerusalem Funk, and then he moved into my house. And at that time, I was very much listening to like cumbia like fucking every day.
And then that's when you guys decided to do Los Spliffs, I'm assuming.
I think so. I mean, Saul had already been in like a cumbia band.
Yeah.
I think him and Caleb were, you know, brewing over like how to make their own version of it. And I was there to make it, I don't know, maybe fortify it a little bit.
Cumbia is so fun.
Dude,
especially live.
Dude,
like everything about it, you're just like, oh my God. It just makes you want to move, you know?
As somebody who's not a part of that culture, it was just kind of like finding a new version of soul music. You know?
Yeah.
You know, there's just a deep cut groove that feels like every part of you can just get into. Just the way like funk and like disco or R&B can. It was just like the Colombian version. And obviously the Mexican version too. But man, when the crowd just fucking just locks in, it feels, I don't know, it's easy. It's easy to get kind of get nasty.
Lost into it.
Yeah, man.
Get lost in the sauce.
I fucking love playing it too, man. Because I'm a guitar player. Normally, that's what I was trained on. So like even like stepping back and playing cumbia bass is just feels like fucking magic.
Bass is underrated. And a bass groove is the groove. And once that bass kicks in, you hear that bass line, you're like, oh, that's a groove.
Yeah, dude. And I studied my ass off because I wanted to do it justice, because I see how people fucking dance to it, and you gotta.
Yeah, when you hear that bass line that comes out, and you're like, oh fuck, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
That's that line, that's that riff. It's amazing. But cheers to that, man. Cheers.
Hey, cheers to that. Love. I love my sweet boys. Let me do that.
And when was your guys' last? You guys played recently, right?
Yeah, we played in Mexico City.
How was playing in Mexico?
It was amazing. My favorite part was, we played the show. Oh, shit. It was at the bar Departamento, and the band opening for us, they were from New York. They were just a rock and roll band. And I mean, and this is something I've known, like Mexico City's like super, super into rock and roll. They're into like indie pop, electronic music. So like the crowd was like, fuck yeah, American rock band, hell yeah. But then when like the American boys came on to play cumbia, they were kind of, no, they were, but they were kind of like, you know, we were playing our first song and they're all like,
oh, what the fuck's going on? Are they gonna do this?
You gonna play cumbia? You guys from America want to play some fucking cumbia? But they got, I mean, after a couple tunes, like everybody was super into it, but we kind of had to like, you know, prove our worth a little bit.
You are.
Which is great. That's cool, man. Like, can't have American privilege everywhere you go.
100%. 100%.
Rehearsals are really funny because we only have like the previous run we only had one day to rehearse before.
Really?
Yeah, we didn't play together for like 3 months.
Oh shit, so you guys gotta like jam pack that one.
Oh yeah. Luckily everybody in the band's fucking amazing, so got the wrote the shit in real quick.
At least you can like you just practice on your own too, obviously, so
yeah.
Like when you come together, it's not like, oh yeah, and you guys are, you know, good friends.
Yeah,
it's
we're
not like
really,
one of those
really
bands that's like, oh yeah, I met this guy on Craigslist.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I've seen bands that play and you can tell when they don't know each other, because there's a certain chemistry you kind of have to have. Get a chemistry like his album.
Yeah. Our band's got chemistry.
That was a bad pun. I just had
that makes a big difference, man. Holy shit. Like, I mean, that's the only way this band has functioned.
Yeah.
So, like, even our very first shows, we really weren't, like, our first show we had rehearsed like once before. It was just, this shit has just been like out of the gate, like almost like no playing sometimes.
So you said you went to school as a jazz player, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that helps too, because like as a jazz player, you're meant to be like very good at like improvising and like just going with it.
Yeah, but I mean, they only go so far, you know. Like, I mean, as much you could study jazz for like 10 years, and then somebody's like, "Hey, play this cumbia gig." Then like people would be like, "You don't know how to fucking play cumbia."
Yeah, it's a different type of music. I guess it helps you like being able to like correlate that, but it's obviously not the same.
Yeah,
Not so much.
Yeah, I mean that does help. I'm not saying it didn't help. Being fucking really good at my instrument made me really. I could learn that stuff quick.
So do you just play guitar and bass, or do you play other instruments?
Well, I also play piano.
All right.
I sing. I play percussion.
Oh shit. Okay, so you're well-rounded.
Yeah, I could play a lot. I pretty much most guitar-like instruments I could play. I have like a collection of 15 instruments.
Side note: you got a banjo?
I do have a banjo, which I just got. I can't play banjo.
I've been waiting for someone to have a banjo
Dude,
for so long.
I haven't had one I mean, my friend just gave it to me, bro. It's so, I mean, that's a cool instrument.
Let me know.
You want to play banjo?
No, I want to hear someone play banjo.
Oh, yeah. I can bullshit some banjo.
I want to play the bottom. If you know what I mean. They're like,
Okay. You want to chug it up?
do you see this right here?
It's your...
That's not just a prop. That's my instrument, man. On the side, I pull that baby out, and I'm out there in the front.
You were getting some fucking Deep Phoenix jug band going.
Sit on my patio, and I just get that thing out.
I mean, dude, right here in Roosevelt, playing
We got ourselves
jug banding up for Roosevelt.
Let's start. All right, we'll both finish our beer. We've had this beer before, I think. That's why I looked up with there. There's a case of beer we've had. That's why I stared up at there for so long. So this beer is Willie Time White Ale. What's the percentage?
23.4%.
I wouldn't. They gave me a beer that was 13% once, and I was like, Jesus. Like, nah,
That's just liquor.
5%. It was. You want to see the can? What'd you think of it?
It was good, but I don't drink beer like this.
What kind of beer do you drink?
Much easier.
Don't say Miller Lite.
No, I'll take this beer in my cup on a Friday night. I'm just kidding.
We're not sponsored.
No, it's pretty good. No, it's pretty good. It's fruity.
It was. I think it's grapefruit.
Grapefruit? That shit's gonna make me poop, bro. All right, beer.
So we are on beer número dos.
Número dos.
Número dos.
¿Qué es esa cerveza?
Let's do it. Cheers.
Salud.
Salud. I actually don't like this beer. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, it's okay. It's not hitting though. So, as I mentioned in the intro, you are also part of the band Jerusalem Funk.
Yes.
You're the front man of it.
Yes.
Tell me a little about Jerusalem Funk. How long have you guys been a thing?
Well, Jerusalem Funk's been a band for 10, 11 years now.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah. I started by me and my partner Jessie. She's the front woman and I'm the front man. I'm just kidding. No good at genders and shit. Doesn't care. No, we met in Flagstaff and she was studying, like I mentioned earlier, klezmer music at NEU, and just started the band to play klezmer music, and I wanted to bring funk and psych rock into the band. And
So is that where the name Jerusalem Funk comes from?
yeah,
I was wondering about that. Like, is it like a mixture of Jerusalem and funk?
yeah, 10 years ago, when early 20s, there's a much smaller political perspective.
Are you gonna change the name now?
I mean, we had argued it. I mean, we're just trying to go by J-Funk sometimes. That feels a bit...
This is J-Funk.
Yeah, my band is J-Funk after the album J-Funk.
And how many of you are in there? I think it's like 9 to like 11, right?
Yeah, right now we have about 9. There's been 10 or 11 at couple points. We've, sifted through 20 different band members over the 11 years.
The way you say it makes me laugh.
Sifted is a terrible word. Everybody's contributed.
It could have been worse if you said gone through.
We've sifted and we've chicken pecked through all the finer people. No.
We've gone through about 20 people.
Yeah.
Like one of those employers that hire you. And like, 20 people have quit. I've gone through this many people. Like, maybe I shouldn't be part of this. People are quitting.
We had to assess the business situation. Wanted to make sure
the business needs.
Yeah. what is best
business,
for the
what is
the
best
vision.
business needs?
Everybody's been has attributed a lot, or attributed and contributed a lot to the band. But right now, the current lineup, we haven't made a record yet. Hopefully, I haven't written a song in like 4 years, so I'm pushing towards hopefully making a new album some point either this year or next year.
Yeah, because your last album was, which is J-Funk, was 2021, right?
Yeah, we actually finished that record before the pandemic, and we were going to release it in 2020.
You're like, oh no, this is not
and everything was just nothing panned out quite the way we hoped.
Being pandemiced out.
Yeah. But
the bad puns today.
Oh man, we're getting there. But 2020. No, we released the album pretty much in a very heated moment of the pandemic, which in hindsight may not have been the best decision. But we hadn't released a record in a couple of years at that point. Just felt like maybe a small offering to the world we could do.
You think it was like overdue?
It was overdue. I don't know. Maybe it felt like it was hard to figure out how you can contribute to the global community, at that point. Like, it was hard to be physically productive for
you couldn't be anywhere. You just
and also just like the general political climate, general social climate. It's like we're small town folks, but you can't necessarily always be a voice or a leading voice in a community.
Yeah, I got what you mean.
Or did I really want that? So I just hoped my music could contribute to something. So we made that record, and
it's a good record.
Thank you.
It's a good record.
Also recorded in the same studio we made Chemistry.
Nice.
And
so how is it like having like a band that size? Because most bands, like typical bands, are like 3 to 5 people roughly. Depends. So having a band that fluctuates between like 9 to 11 members, how is it like to work with like such a big group?
I love it. I love the dynamic. I grew up studying a lot of classical and jazz music. I used to be in ska bands, so it wasn't like new to me to have horn bands, but I don't know, there's just, my brain wanted different textures, different timbres. I wanted to explore this psychedelic funk space with a unique horn section. And
yeah, you guys' music is it's definitely Latin like derivative, like with like the drum, the percussion mostly, but it like has a lot of influences in it.
Yeah,
you can hear like the bossa nova, the Brazilian, which is like Brazilian jazz, the obviously since Jerusa funk, the touch of like the Jewish community music, the funk element, of course. It's kind of like a melting pot of like different types of cultures' music, but it blends really well.
Thank you.
How did you guys come up with did you guys just like kind of put all you guys' influences into like one set?
I don't know, I never stopped exploring world music. As much as I hate Spotify and what it does to the finances of the general music community, it has been an incredible resource for me to dig deeper.
It's hard to not use some kind of streaming platform. It's so hard not to. There's no way you cannot use something like that. And it sucks that it does that, but it's like, fuck, it's also how you discover so much music.
I think in general for outside of the States, is an incredible resource to
Yeah.
explore just like the deeper story that the world tells. I was getting really into Ethiopian music at the time.
Yeah, you have a lot of like. I know you guys put a playlist out like under your Spotify account of like music that influenced you. You guys definitely had like Ethiopian jazz too.
Yeah, I mean, that one moment was like kind of like when we released the record. I just wanted to be very transparent of just like where all this music came from, and you know, like a lot of Ethiopian. I was listening to a lot of Southeast Asian music. I was listening to a lot of Thai music from the 60s and some Indonesian music. Obviously still listening to a lot of Brazilian music, a lot of Colombian and Peruvian music, a lot of African music too, a lot of Nigerian, Kenyan, Angolan stuff, to be very specific. But I don't know, I just can't help it. It's just kind of something that's just always melded in my head. I have a very not rich culture that I grew up in. So
what kind of music did you grow up listening to?
a lot of fucking what was happening back then? A lot of like, you know, the 90s MTV pop, a lot of Hanson, a lot of boy band shit, and then transition into like, you know,
the fucking
oh yeah, new metal was like really big in Apache Junction.
Oh no, don't. As long as you don't mention Fred Durst, we're good.
I mean, dude, everybody had a fucking Limp Bizkit record when I was growing
fucking
up.
Limp Bizkit.
CD specifically. So there's no fucking identity with any of that shit. I don't know, it's just,
It was kind of all over the place.
it was fed to us out there, you know, which is fine. I mean, whatever. But I don't know, when you get out of your fucking hometown, for somebody like me, and just seeing what else is there to explore, it's all fucking mystical, magical.
So, besides making music, you're also a competitive Smash player.
Yes. Here we are.
Here we are.
Publicly.
The moment we've been waiting for. To hear about your Smash career. When I mean Smash, I mean Smash Bros, by the way. If you don't play it, then you suck. No, I'm kidding.
Nintendo Super Smash Brothers.
Which Smash, by the way?
Ultimate. I play Ultimate.
Okay, so you're not one of those dudes that's like, Melee's life. And then you gotta deal with that whole, like, no offense, that whole conundrum of like, alright man, we get it.
I mean, yeah, respect, but I can't. I'm too late in the game, man.
When did you start playing?
I started playing Ultimate.
When did you start playing Smash? You've been playing for like...
I mean, I had the first Smash Bros when it came out, when I was fucking, I don't know, 12 years old. Well, on N64. Like, I played it, but I didn't play seriously until recently.
So you started playing seriously because of the pandemic, right?
Yeah, I have a really good friend of mine, Arky. We used to work together at a warehouse. We used to do manual labor for a coffee company, and when we had free time, we would smash. When we weren't working our fucking blood to the bone, we would have a break and play Smash.
My favorite thing is just how you said it. You're like, we would smash. Like,
We would smash.
Like how you thought about, is this the way I should say
This is
it?
a public moment where a company that is quite infamous locally and probably famous, and I was a manager for them, so now I'm publicly pointing out how I would,
Smash.
on their time, play Smash, and they would pay me to play Smash with one of my best friends.
Hey, kudos to that. Fuck you, capitalism.
Yeah, exactly. Hey. No, we used to play a lot. We just got really, I don't know, just kind of thought it was fun to like dive deep into the frame rates and get competitive with it, because we were fucking getting all like high on testosterone, doing some really intense physical
I
labor.
thought you were gonna say something else.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
know.
maybe cut
Yeah,
the camera,
it is
cut the
a
camera,
sexual experience when you play Smash.
Oh, I thought you said, no, that was not what I was going for either. When you said hi, I was like, oh, that is completely...
This is the closest two men can get to fucking without having to fuck, you know what I mean? The deeps of machismo sex.
It's like, this is it, man. You ever want to flex your testosterone? You flexed on Smash.
Grab your fucking Bowser Jr., bro. Let's check this shit out. I'll tell you what, these fucking under 20 kids are smoking my ass, so if you can beat me, that'd be great.
I wish I was under 20, but that would be illegal. I'm drinking this. Anyways, so what's the beer? Let's. This looks like a Pepsi can for a second. Doesn't it look like Pepsi for a quick second?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we drank Tropical Supreme. I like the Tropical Supreme. Indian
Supreme.
Pale Ale. All right, so
Supreme.
Supreme. I put the sticker on it. Hey, man, want to buy this? It has, what's the percentage? 7%.
I'm drunk, bro.
What do you think? What do you think of it? Out of a scale of 1 to 10.
I think I like the first beer more.
I do too. Honestly, I did not like this one at all. It did not taste tropical at all.
That did not taste tropical.
It wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm having a tropical time. It was like, I'm having a bad time. Alrighty, we are in our game time. Here is the Wheel of Torture. Go ahead and spin it, my friend. Come on, wait, no. You gotta do an aggressive spin. There ain't no, the Wheel of Fortune. There we go. It's always anxiety. Anxiety. It's aggressively loud.
One boot, two boys.
One boot and 2 boys.
One ball, one boot.
Objective, obviously, is to make the ball in the boot. Das Boot is being retired for the day. We're gonna do mini Das Boot. I'm so nervous because you look so like confident.
Half the game, baby.
I got this.
Oh,
Get a roadie
touch the lip.
A roadie to get the
Touched the
ball.
lip.
Don't make it. Don't fucking make it.
Oh.
Yes. Come on, baby. Make it. Fuck you, Chris.
Put it inside of the boot. Oh.
it just.
I don't understand. So if I make it, what does that mean? Your shot, homeboy.
Sure, let's do best 2 out of 3 to give me a chance. He plays ping pong, all right? He cheats. Right out there. He said, quote unquote, I play ping pong, and I'm over here playing pong against this guy, all right? I said smash, not ping pong. That's on the record, all right?
It was destiny.
Some bullshit.
It was destiny.
It's rigged.
Oh, that was real bad though. Well, that was really good though.
I don't need your pity, man.
That's okay.
I don't need this pity.
I'm a kind man.
You're a con man.
I'm a kind man, I'm a con man.
To you or you're kind man.
Look at this paisley. It's all about the paisley in like paisley. Ooh. Oh, god damn it. It's gonna drag on.
It's gonna drag on.
I won't quit. I won't quit though.
I will never quit.
I won't lose. Oh!
Yes! Sorry.
Now we're evensies.
I lost the fucking game. That was a good game.
An honorable pour. I respect. While he's pouring, shout outs to Los Spleefs, Jerusa Funk, my friends Josue Kinter, Grand Avenue Records, I work there. Fantastic record store. Shout outs to Piyama Piyama. I'm doing a show with them pretty soon. Shout outs to Sun Trio. I used to play in the band Sun Trio. Shout outs to Proteins. I made a record with them last year called Dentistry.
Oh, really?
I
I've
did.
seen them live. They're really good.
Yeah, I made 3 records with Dentistry. So.
No,
With Proteins.
I was like, you did dentist work?
Took me 3 records to make the 1 record.
Dude, they're really good.
Thank you. I'm very proud of that record. That was a beautiful thing to make.
I'm trying to think of my favorite song by them. I like Control and Control, Mona, and Reflections.
I was on Reflections and Mona.
They're all really good, and the music videos are really good for them too.
Thank you. That's actually my roommate. My roommate made Mona.
Really?
Shout outs to Mike Buckies. He made many amazing music videos for people around town.
I don't think this is 2 boots or 2 beers fully, man. This is like almost like. Trying to like. All right. All right. Well, it's been a pleasure.
Indeed.
Don't forget to check out Losa Spliffs, his new record, Chemistry, and of course Jerusa Funk, J Funk. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for inviting me. It's been a pleasure.
I'm always glad to provide free beer.
No, this is
Okay.
incredible. I mean, Small World Productions. Thank you guys. Super stoked. There's somebody local doing some great local artist content, so appreciate that.
Thank you. We're happy to support you guys. But cheers, man.
Cheers. I want to watch you.
It's so cold. It's so cold.
It's spicy. That's a spicy beer. It's so spicy.
I'm your host, Sandia. Thank you for watching Beers with Peers. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video. And we'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys.
Hey!
You want the rest of this?
Yeah.